Hey guys, and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about the Colorado Avalanche versus Vancouver Canucks game. Tonight we have two of the best defensemen facing off with Cale Makar against Quinn Hughes. Blackwood is also getting his second start of the year, and MACKINNON is starting in net for Vancouver. Almost 7 minutes into the first period, and the Avs generate a 4-on-3 rush. The Canucks decide to leave MacKinnon as a guy open, and Val finds him in the back door. And MacKinnon's not going to miss a wide open net, and the Avs have a 1-0 lead. Right after that, Myers gets called for slashing, and the Avs go to the power play. This Avs power play has had its fair bit of struggle to start the season. We'll see if they can turn it around this game. And they do, as MacKinnon picks up his second goal of the night. Shortly after that though, Manson trips Kane and heads to the box. The Avs PK did a great job holding off their power play, but unfortunately 15 seconds after it ended, the Vancouver Canucks scored. They got two chances at their rebound, and it was a between-the-legs shot that ended up beating Blackwood. 3 minutes left in the first period, and Makar has had enough of Garland as he throws him down to the ice, but he gets called for a penalty. And this isn't the first Avalanche player to manhandle Garland. As we know, MacKinnon has done it a few times. The Avs PK is able to hold off the Canucks power play once again. We come to the end of the first period where the Canucks outshot the Avs 16-9, but the Avs outscored the Canucks 2-1. But shortly into the second period, there's a bad turnover by Natchez, and Kiefer Sherwood gets a tying goal against his old team. About halfway through the second period, the ref makes a soft holding call on Val. The Avs need another big stop here, and they get it. Now the Avs need to go play a little bit in the offensive end. We also see Brindley get moved up to the top line here. Natchez also gets dropped down to the second line. With about 4 minutes left in the second period, there's a board battle and Olofsson gets another soft call. Drury had a huge block to keep the Canucks power play off the board. With about 40 seconds left, Landy gets dumped down behind the net, and now the refs decide that they're going to put away their whistles. Since about the halfway mark of this period, we've seen that Bednar has started to blend the lines a little bit. But after two, we're still tied at 2. Hopefully the Avs can get something started in this third period. And thankfully they do, as 30 seconds in, Burns sends a shot pass to the slot and Leckie tips it by Lankinen. This gave the Avs the early 3-2 lead in the third. As the third period continues, the Canucks get a couple zone possessions, and one of them was ended by a Kane penalty. As Cale was skating the puck out of the zone, he trips him and heads to the box. Unfortunately for the Avs, it seems like their power play is their kryptonite, and they give up a goal. Drew O'Connor comes down and just buries it right over Blackwood's shoulder. Shortly after that power play ended for the Avs, Willander takes a penalty and the Avs go back. Hopefully this time they're able to get a goal instead of give one up, and thankfully they do. Natchez rips a one-timer and the rebound comes right to Leckie and he buries it in an open net. With about 3 minutes left in the third period, Hughes makes a huge dive and the Avs get a penalty for it. 16 seconds into that power play and the Canucks tie it up. And one, that's a soft call on the refs, but two, Landy can't give Quinn Hughes a reason to dive like that. In the last 10 seconds of the game, there's a huge Avalanche push, but they cannot finish the game in regulation. So we're headed to overtime, and hopefully we don't see the Natchez-MacKinnon line. About a minute into overtime, Gavin Brindley is rewarded with a shift. He goes down and immediately calls game when he pokes home his own rebound. That's going to be his first game-winning goal of his career, and he had himself a great night tonight. Speaking of great nights, MacKinnon also had a 5-point night tonight. That puts him in the league for most points in the NHL. The Avs have a day off, and then they play Anaheim on Tuesday. See you then.